Hi, Collective. I'm Ancient, and I am being compelled by the universe to speak to a Scorpio. This individual is very powerful in their own right. I don't know what this person specifically does, but as it relates to Scorpio, I am certain that it has something to do with spirituality. This person could be a spiritual advisor or healer themselves. They could be in the tarot community. I'm unsure. However, I feel like I am picking up on a Scorpio sun sign. This is not a moon or rising. They could have those placements, but it's specifically a Scorpio sun sign. They're very powerful, highly intuitive. But what I'm picking up in terms of my channeling energy, because Scorpio is ruled by the eighth house, it is the house of the occult, secrecy, death, jealousy, and sex. It rules sex. And I feel like this individual is missing their own ego, death, and transformation. This person has a strong sexual side to them, which a lot of Scorpios do. However, they have not brought that energy into balance. They have an unhealthy obsession with sex. And it is due to karmic wounding that needs to be healed and transmuted. Now, only another Scorpio could understand or pick up this energy, but this sexual energy is working out of the low vibration. This person isn't recognizing that. They're not recognizing that as they transmute this energy outwardly, that it is being transmuted in a negative capacity, and they need to heal it. The only way this individual can heal this energy is to walk through that transformational portal and accept that this way, this behavior is not appropriate, especially if this person is a healer, that this energy can be transmuted and picked up by the collective consciousness in a negative capacity. That we also need to embody and fully understand the element of the King and Queen of Wands, which is that passionate, desired energy. But when you are teaching this energy to the masses, perhaps this person is sharing their sexual escapades and things of that nature. But when they are sharing this energy, they are forgetting that they're sharing it to the collective consciousness, to those people who need to be healed, and it can transmute itself in a negative capacity. I don't know who this is for. Okay. What I'm also getting is this individual has experienced very they have a good heart. This person has a good heart, but they've experienced a lot of betrayal in relationships. And the way that they handle, the way that they handle relationships is through sex. That's the only way this person knows how to handle things is through sex. And they're not recognizing that in order to be the emperor and empress, you have to be the full embodiment of all the elements, and therefore meaning bringing that energy into balance, because not everything has to be about sex. And with a low vibrational Scorpio, that's what it is. Or someone working out of the low vibration, a lower ego, when it comes to sex, that's what the topic is always going to be about, is sex. And they're not recognizing that that is a portion of their being that needs to be healed spiritually. And they have to face that. And I don't think that it's going to take another Scorpio. So perhaps I'm the messenger, because it takes another Scorpio to bring this energy into the ethers, essentially transmuting this energy through me speaking on it, for this person to pick up on it. Because another person, if they're dealing with any other sign that's a non-Scorpio, now the person could be dealing with another Scorpio, but the Scorpio could be low vibrational as well. They're both trying to heal each other. So if this person is intimate with another Scorpio person, the reason why, and if this person's a healer themselves, they know whenever a Scorpio is dealing with another Scorpio, so a Scorpio sun sign dealing with another Scorpio sun sign, you're both transforming each other. You're both transforming each other. So the reason why this person is dealing with a Scorpio is because there's a need for transformation. And the transformation could be sex, to get sexual energy under control. Because a low vibrational Scorpio who is out of control sexually can, if it manifests itself in a dark way, I'm not saying that this person is that person, but for example, When it manifests itself in a dark way, you have issues like surviving Diddy, essentially, because he's a Scorpio sun sign. You see how it manifests itself? I'm not saying that this person is doing that, but I'm saying when that energy isn't under control, that's when you get situations such as that. He's a Scorpio sun sign. That's not a coincidence of what this man or what that man has experienced or what he has put people through, because he's using sex as a form to control and manipulate masses of people, essentially hurting them. So sex can be pleasure, but it can also be pain as well. And Scorpios know that. The eighth house also rules the taboo, right? Eighth house is taboo, fetishes, chains and whips and things of that nature, right? It can be pleasure, but it can also be painful. So whoever this Scorpio person that I'm channeling, they're not recognizing what they're doing as they're speaking about sex or talking about sex or acting out on sex. That when they do this, the masses of people or their friends or whomever they're speaking to about their sexual escapades and sexual life, they're actually creating trauma and karmic wounding for these other people because they don't understand the energy. And so therefore, when this person speaks on it, it comes off distasteful to a lot of people, and this person takes it, they get offended as like, well, I'm going to be myself, I'm going to talk about sex, I'm going to do this. But see, they're not understanding that it depends on people's placements, and it also depends on their level of healing and what they need to hear and what they don't need to hear. Some people don't need to hear about your sexual escapades. If you're a healer, some people don't need to hear that, because that can be a trigger for someone who's experienced sexual energy, um or who's been violated in their life sexually. So we got to be careful as healers and people that are speaking to the masses of what we're transmuting out there and speaking on. Now, if the universe is telling you to speak on this at a high vibration, then you speak on it at a high vibration. But I don't feel like this Scorpio is speaking on sex from a higher place. They're speaking on it from a lower ego, and they're missing what they need to be transforming. And the universe could be sending people to them to speak to them about this, maybe making comments and saying, you know, when you talk about sex, it kind of comes off distasteful. And they don't look at it that way. They take it as the person trying to tell them what to do or how to speak or how to be, but that's not what it is. If you're a healer, your job is to heal. And your job is to also receive messages from people, because it could be the universe speaking through these people to tell you that you need to get your lower ego under control as it relates to sex. Okay? And this is coming from a place of love. It's not coming from a place of judgment, but it's coming from a place of someone who also has 6 placements in the 8th house, who understands that house very, very deeply. Okay? So whoever that's for, I wish you healing and love. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.